Hey guys, it's Ryder Joe. Well, today I am sorry to say, but I have missed several videos. Gosh, I suck. Well, we missed Friday, Saturday, which was supposed to be about music, and Sunday we were supposed to give some more writing tips. Gosh. Oh, goodness. Well, I've been quite busy those days. Oh, and yesterday I was supposed to just make a regular video. Yeah, I missed all those days. Oh, I've been quite busy working on the house. Went to a party. Yeah, neighbor had a birthday party. Yeah. Gotta live my life outside of YouTube every now and then, even if I'm just starting out. Well, today's video, as you may all remember, is about Magick. It is Magick Tuesday. Okay, so what we're going to talk about today, we can talk about just about anything, because with Magick there are various things you can talk about. So from grimoires to different types of spells, to rituals, to even basic mythology and different religions connected to Magick. So, let's see, what is one thing we can talk about? Well, basic thing is, what is Magick? Well, it all depends on how you perceive it, from what I've seen. Magick is many things. Magick is helpful, magic is healing, magic can be dangerous if not used properly. Magick is a lot of things. Magick is everyday nature. Magick is getting richer by the day. Magick is getting that love person that you want, that one person you want to love you, and Magick is talking to spirits every now and then if you can. Sometimes it's hard, depending on if you have gotten the skills for it. Sometimes it all depends on if you're able to train that skill. Magick is looking at a candle and trying to read the flame that it gives you, and sometimes that flame will be rapidly wild, sometimes it'll be nice and slow, and reading the wax after that. Magick is a lot of things. Sometimes it's reading simple auras that people give off, or that trees or animals give off. Magick is many things, so there's no one simple thing to define Magick, except for that, what I know, it's not one simple thing. Magick is many complex things, but many people have tried to define it, and I can go into my phone here and find the definition that one famous magician has quoted Magick as being. Many witches, magicians, or wizards, or anybody who practices magician may be able to know this as well. His name is Aleister Crowley, or Aleister Crowley, however you wish to pronounce his last name, and he says that Magick is the science and art of causing change to occur in conformity with will. That's just one definition that people put Magick as. Some people will go with that definition, some people will not. But that's just one definition. I've gone with it a couple times. I haven't at the same time, because Magick cannot simply be defined as one thing. So, when you're trying to understand Magick, it all depends on what you want it to be. It's not what everybody else wants it to be. It's whenever it's because if you're practicing it, it's what you want it to be. If other people are practicing it, it's what they want it to be. Magick is possibly one of the most diverse practices in the history of human culture, considering how old it is, and it's ever changing and it's ever growing. Since it's been around since Mesopotamian times, and maybe older, probably since animism first began, whenever people worshipped animals as deities. I think that's whenever it might have started out, that might have been the case. So that could be a good start for research for anybody who wants to start researching magic. But as I said, there is no base definition for magic, because it's always changing and it's never going to be the same for everybody. So now there are some base tools that people use, some of the same tools and some of the same actions that people can perform, such as rituals. Spells are sometimes the same. Types of spells. Think here. What else? There are also different cultures that have different cultures have similar beliefs. So when it comes down to it, if you're in a specific culture, you might have a specific belief about magic, but another culture might have a different belief than you. So when you're talking about Vodun, or also known as voodoo, they have one belief, while somebody who is from, let's say, who is from a Celtic family of witches, voodoo practitioners have a different belief, especially because they're far off. No, not far off. They live in different parts of Africa, while Celtic is in Ireland or Scotland. So different locations can give different beliefs, or also I don't know if I'm putting this right, but that could be the thing. So when it comes down to it, and all, your culture or your beliefs could depend on where you live, or how you are raised, and they could change. They could always change, because cultures and beliefs always change. So while your family, if you're in a family of people who practice one thing, you could definitely believe and practice another thing. That's always how it is with families. So and especially with magical families, from what I've noticed in doing research in different groups online and such, because many people who go into Facebook groups nowadays that I've noticed are usually people who are getting out of sometimes even Christianity and going into paganism, and they're finding that that they don't really like how Christianity believes a certain way, and they think that paganism, or some certain type of paganism, is the way to go. And that's right with them. That's fine with them how they believe, but I mean, I've also seen people go back from paganism to Christianity. I've seen it happen in these groups many times. And so the thing is with it is that beliefs will change in magic, just as they will in religion and spirituality, and just in general with anything. So when it comes down to defining what you want for your magic, you've got to figure out what you want for your needs and for who you want to be. So what are some of the specific things that practitioners usually like to use for magic? Well, I know that a lot of practitioners not a lot, but some practitioners like altars. Altars are a thing that many people have used as a way to communicate with, not just communicate, but to be with their deities, or just as a way to honor their belief system, or to just as a way to help make themselves feel more connected with their practice, or for any other reason. Another thing that a practitioner may use, a book of shadows or a grimoire or any set of notes about their magic that they have. So that's one thing. But it all is various. It never really stays the same. They're always different because they're all personal. So you'll never see one person writing this way in their book, while another person is writing this way in theirs. So those are just some of the various differences that you can see in people who practice magic. And so for the next video, I think I'll be talking about some of the different types of magic. Yeah. And maybe some of the other tools to go with different ones, or maybe different tools in general. Yeah. So I'll see you guys next time, and this is Writer Joe writing off. Ciao.